The Cosmic Staff. Need a gadget that lets you fly, throw starfire, or look stylish while doing it? The Cosmic Staff's got you covered. Its story starts way back in Adventure Comics number 61 when brilliant astronomer Ted Knight built the original gravity rod, which is basically an anti-gravity wand powered by stellar energy. Decades later, his son Jack inherited the family legacy during the Starman relaunch and upgraded the tech into a sleek quarterstaff. That's when it earned the name Cosmic Staff, and pretty quickly became the ultimate blend of science and showmanship. When Jack finally hung up his goggles, he passed the staff to Courtney Whitmore, who made it famous as Stargirl. The staff is more than a fancy flashlight. It channels raw star power to blast enemies, wrap you in force fields, or even lift you into the sky like a personal roller coaster. On top of that, it responds to mental commands, moving with its wielder's thoughts, and some stories even hint it has a quiet personality, like a cosmic coach nudging its partner towards heroics. Golden Age Ted used it for high-speed flight and energy duels. Jack pushed its limits in deep space adventures, and Courtney still zips through the JSA roster with it today. Equal parts weapon and heirloom, the Cosmic Staff carries a family history of heroics while serving as the galaxy's most reliable star-powered sidekick. Number 15, Trident of Neptune. If you ever wanted a weapon that doubles as a royal crown and a weather app gone rogue, the Trident of Neptune is your catch of the day. First surfacing in America's Greatest Comics number 5 back in 1942, yes, it came out during the World War II, this three-pronged powerhouse started as a divine gift to Atlantis' earliest kings. Later stories blend it with the legend of Atlan, aka the mysterious founder of Atlantis, making the weapon as much a symbol of rulership as a piece of God-forged hardware. The Trident isn't just a shiny fork for poking sea monsters, it channels ocean magic on a ridiculous scale, summoning tsunamis, calling storms, firing off lightning, and wrapping the wielder in shimmering force fields. On top of that, it's basically indestructible, a perfect match for anyone planning to duel cosmic heavyweights or hostile gods. Modern Aquaman run treats it as the ultimate rule to right. Whoever holds the Trident isn't only king by tradition, but can bend the sea itself to their will. Across decades, it's been swung by Arthur Curry, Atlan, and even Black Manta, each proving the Trident's bite is as dangerous as its legacy. One swipe can topple fleets, crack supernatural defenses, or turn an enemy into fish food. Regal, unstoppable, and deeply magical, the Trident of Neptune remains the ocean's ultimate mic drop. 3 sharp points of pure Atlantean authority. Number 14, the Heart of Darkness. Some gems sparkle. This one plots murder. The Heart of Darkness, better known as the Black Diamond, is a shiny chunk of pure trouble that carries the vengeful spirit of Eclipso. Its story kicks off in House of Secrets number 61 back in 1963 when scientist Bruce Gordon gets nicked by the stone during a solar eclipse and suddenly finds the raging moon demon sharing his body. That was only a warm-up. By the early 90s, DC pulled the curtain back in Eclipso, the Darkness Within, and revealed the diamond wasn't just cursed jewelry, but a prison for an ancient cosmic force. Worse, the gem shattered into thousands of little shards, each one ready to hijack whoever touched it. The diamond's skill set is as nasty as it sounds. A single fragment can infect anyone with a flicker of anger and give Eclipso the wheel. When the heart is whole, it lets him command armies of possessed heroes and fire off world-ending power plays. He even nearly turned the entire Justice League into his personal puppet show. That's how crazy this artifact is. Over the years, Superman, Batman, and even Captain Marvel have all had their own eclipsed reflections. The Spectre once burned the diamond into dust, but later writers tied its origins to Darkseid's apocalypse, making it clear that no amount of holy fire keeps this rock buried for long. Number 13, Starheart. Imagine a glowing green storm of pure magic deciding it wants to live inside a lantern. That's the Starheart, DC's ancient reservoir of wild energy and the secret spark behind the very first Green Lantern. Alan Scott, long before Power Rings and Guardians, cosmic forces gathered every stray scrap of magic into one pulsing mass. A fragment of that mass fell to Earth, reshaped itself into a lantern, and whispered to a railroad engineer in All-American Comics number 16 back in 1940. Alan built a ring from it and lit up the Golden Age with emerald fire. The Starheart isn't Polite energy. It's a semi-sentient ocean of sorcery that fuels green flame constructs, heals wounds, and can warp reality like wet clay. On top of that, it loves to test its hosts. Over the decades, it has fractured minds, created living landscapes, and even formed a full-on Starheart city on the moon when left unchecked. Things got messy in the Dark Things storyline when the Starheart reawakened, possessed Alan, and started twisting other metahumans, including his own kids, Jade and Obsidian, into weapons. Stopping it never comes easy. Heroes usually have to separate its fragments or convince Alan to give up the charge. The lesson is simple. The Starheart gives power beyond reason, but it always collects a price, and it's never finished deciding who's really in control. Number 12, Mother Box. Need a cosmic best friend who can teleport you across galaxies and patch a hole in your chest? Meet the Mother Box, aka the ultimate sci-fi care package. It first appeared in 1971's Forever People #1 and quickly became the Swiss Army knife of the Fourth World. Forged by the genius Himon, with the mysterious element X, each box bonds with its owner like a digital guardian angel. Affectionate enough to answer your call, but smart enough to have its own agenda. Calling it a gadget undersells the magic. A mother box can open boom tubes for instant travel, heal wounds, or even revive the recently dead, spin up force fields, and juggle energy like a pocket-sized sun. On top of that, it's wired straight into the source, giving you cosmic data feeds and a kind of sixth sense of danger. Need to reconfigure matter or sniff out a soul across dimensions? It's got you, but there's always a catch. These devices think for themselves, and their loyalty to the grand plans of New Genesis means your feelings don't always come first. Yes, I know, that hurts. Stories from Death of the New Gods to Final Crisis show mother boxes being stolen, weaponized, or shut down when the stakes get too high. Loving, clever, and slightly terrifying, a mother box is less a tool and more a partner. One that could save your life or decide the universe needs a different plan. Number 11, Spear of Destiny. Ever hear the legend about the spear that pierced Christ's side? Now, imagine that relic dropped into the DC universe, humming with enough mystic voltage to rewrite history. That's the Spear of Destiny, first revealed in Weird War Tales number 50 back in 1977. Writers quickly tied it to World War II, spinning tales that Adolf Hitler once claimed it, using its eerie aura to wall off its territory and bend the war's course. From there, it became a staple of Justice Society lore, the ultimate don't touch this museum piece. The spear isn't just a simple pointy stick. It corrupts whoever carries it, twisting minds and amplifying paranoia until empires crumble. It can drain life force, age victims in a heartbeat, and throw powered heroes off their game. On top of that, the artifact's influence spreads like a psychic fog, creating a zone where even the mightiest metahumans hesitate to act. Its most notorious showcase came in the 1994 Spectre run, when echoes of Hitler's obsession infected new wielders and nearly unseated beings as lofty as the Spectre himself. Superman got dragged into that mess, and he even struggled to keep the world from breaking. Across decades of stories, the Spear of Destiny stays a top-tier danger. Half holy relic, half cosmic curse. In the wrong hands, it isn't just a weapon. It's a rewrite button for reality, waiting for the next reckless soul to pick it up. Number 10, The Eternity Book. Some books are heavier because of paper. The Eternity Book is heavy because it's basically the universe on hardback. This legendary grimoire shows up across DC lore as a Merlin-made masterpiece, sometimes said to be a gift from the demon Belial, and it's packed with spells, prophecies, and secrets so big they can bend reality. Jack Kirby's 1970s occult stories planted it in the world of Etrigan the Demon, and it's been floating through sorcerer circles ever since, occasionally surfacing when someone decides they're brave, or foolish, enough to open it. Inside are pages that don't just tell history, they whisper possible futures and drop magical seeds of power that can rewrite fates. Merlin hid it, used it, and maybe broke it, which explains why shards of the book keep popping up like dangerous breadcrumbs. On top of that, those fragments alone could juice up a spellcaster or topple kingdoms. Things get wilder in Final Crisis Superman Beyond, where Superman encounters an infinite cosmic tome. Many fans connect to the Eternity Book, lifting it alongside Shazam. Whether whole or in pieces, the book's lesson stays the same. Whoever holds it isn't just reading history, they're holding the raw code of reality itself. Number 9, Book of Souls. Imagine a book so heavy when truth that the universe itself can't put it down. That's the Book of Souls, better known as the Book of Destiny or the Cosmic Log, a living record that lists everything that was, is, and will be. It first tuned up in the Weird Mystery Tales #1 back in 1972, carried by Destiny of the Endless, like it was glued to his arm. Neil Gaiman's Sandman later locked it into DC's grand cosmology, revealing that Destiny and the book are inseparable. He exists because it exists, and vice versa. This isn't your average bedtime read. Every page shows the past, present, and future as unshakable fact. Peek at it and you're not guessing at destiny, you're staring straight into the blueprint of reality. On top of that, the book isn't eager to share. Only those with an almost painful hunger for knowledge can even glimpse a line, and every revelation comes with a cost. Mortals who try to change what they see usually find the universe laughing in their face. Whether it's anchoring a Sandman tale or quietly keeping score in the background, this book remains DC's most intimidating page-turner, because every word inside is already happening. Number 8, Mobius Chair. Ever wish your favorite armchair could answer every question in the universe and also drive you anywhere instantly? That's the Mobius Chair, the ultimate piece of cosmic furniture. Debuting with the ever-curious Metron in New Gods #1 back in 1971, it's less a throne of power and more a turbocharged research pod. Metron doesn't crave rulership. He just wants front-row seats to existence. This chair lets him watch any point in time or space while hopping dimensions like it's a daily commute. The chair is a portable oracle and a boom tube engine rolled into one. Sit down and you can zip across realities, run computations beyond any supercomputer, and ask pretty much any question, then actually get the answer. On top of that, it has a will of its own. The knowledge it offers can eat at you, and the chair doesn't exactly like being treated as a taxi. Its biggest spotlight moment comes during the Justice League Darkseid War, when Batman dives into it to keep it from vanishing. Instantly, he's the so-called Bat God, casually dropping cosmic secrets that would fry lesser minds. Over the years, the Mobius chair's been stolen, fought over, even weaponized, yet it keeps returning to Metron. It's the universe's most dangerous seat, and sitting down is the easiest and riskiest way to know everything. Number 7, White Lantern. Imagine a power ring that doesn't just shine, it brings life itself to the party. That's the White Lantern, the ultimate glow-up of DC's emotional spectrum. Born during Jeff Johns' Blackest Night event, it shows up when the cosmic life entity wakes from a very long nap and decides the universe needs a reset. The white light fires bursts onto the page in Blackest Night #7, gathering a handful of heroes into a one-time White Lantern Corps to shut down Necron and his army of undead buzzkills. What makes it wild is the white light isn't a single emotion, but the spark of existence. The ring taps that force to heal wounds, resurrect the recently departed, and even copy the power of every other color on the spectrum. Sinestro gets an early taste, bonding with the life entity and blasting black lanterns like a walking supernova. Hal Jordan later uses the same energy to revive allies mid-battle, casually undoing death while throwing constructs around. On top of that, Kyle Rayner goes full overachiever during the Wrath of the First Lantern and lights out arcs, mastering every color before carrying the white light solo. He eventually splits the energy into multiple rings so he doesn't burn himself or reality out. The catch? That much life power is hard to bottle. Cosmic safeguards kick in, mortal hosts strain, and the ring itself has a mind of its own. It's creation's brightest flame, and anyone wearing it's basically borrowing the universe's heartbeat. Number 6, Helmet of Fate. Need instant wizard cred and the power to rewrite reality before breakfast? Slip on the Helmet of Fate. This golden headpiece is no mere fashion statement. It's the home of Nabu, a Lord of Order who basically is a cosmic control freak. First showing up in More Fun Comics #55 back in 1940, the helmet makes whoever wears it the next Dr. Fate, channeling ancient magic while Nabu whispers or sometimes shouts directions. Later stories reveal that Nabu's not exactly the chillest roommate. By the 1970s, we learned he manipulated Kent Nelson, the original wearer, turning their partnership into a lifetime of magical therapy sessions. The helmet isn't just a spellbook with a chin strap. It supercharges the wearer's mind, grants flight, shields you from harm, and lets you bend mystic law like a pro. Entire dimensions can be sealed, elder gods locked away, and reality tidied up with a flick of glowing hands. What's worse, it comes with serious strings attached. Naboo can slowly hijack your personality and the Lords of Order. Expect strict obedience. Break their rules and you're courting cosmic backlash of the blink and you never existed variety. Over the decades, the helmet's gone on walkabout, stolen, lost, or handed to new hosts like Hector Hall, Tenfi Nelson, and Khalid Nassour. No matter who wears it, the message stays clear. Great headgear, terrifying fine print. Number 5, Warlagog. Ever wished you could hold the entire timeline in the palm of your hand? Warlagog is exactly that. A pocket-sized model of the DC universe where every tick of history is mapped like clockwork. Jack Kirby introduced this cosmic hourglass in 1984's Superpowers miniseries, dropping it straight into the eternal chess match between Metron and Darkseid. Decades later, Grant Morrison cranked the danger up in JLA Rock of Ages, turning the Warlagog into the ultimate prize for anyone hoping to rewrite reality with the flick of a wrist. The device isn't just a fancy snow globe. It shows every moment across space and time and, when properly assembled, can bend those moments to your will. Heroes have used it to coordinate universe-saving plans. Villains like Lex Luthor have tried to weaponize its patterning, and Metron once trusted the human Hourman to guard it, only for Hourman to scatter pieces of it through time to keep it out of the wrong hands. On top of that, the Warlagog demands a mind that can actually grasp infinity. Without that, it's a glittering migraine waiting to happen. Still, incomplete fragments still pack a punch, making anyone who collects them a walking paradox. Whole or broken, the Warlagog remains the DCU's most dangerous timepiece, which shows that controlling history is a lot easier to start than to stop. Number 4, Miracle Machine. Imagine a cosmic 3D printer that runs on pure wishful thinking. That's the Miracle Machine, DC's ultimate be careful for what you asked for gadget. Built by the controllers and introduced in Adventure Comics number 367 way back in 1968, it started out as a Legion of Superheroes trophy for stopping a rogue controller and immediately becoming the galaxy's most terrifying paperweight. The idea is simple and terrifying. Speak or even focus on a desire, and the machine turns it into reality. Naturally, the Legion locked it behind walls of Enertron because one stray daydream could rewrite the universe before lunch. Its power is basically unlimited. The Miracle Machine can spit out matter, bend local physics, or drop a single universe-wide change in one move if it's got enough juice and a steady intent guiding it. Fast forward to Final Crisis and you see why everyone's so nervous. Brainiac 5 dusts it off for Superman after Darkseid starts chewing on reality itself. Superman, never one for half measures, charges it with his own solar energy and fires off a multiversal wish to reset the cosmos. On top of that, the Thing is infamous for side effects, paradoxes, erased lives, or a tyrant's dream come true. So the Miracle Machine sits in the future's most secured vaults. A shiny reminder that sometimes the scariest weapon isn't a death ray, but a dream that can actually happen. Number 3, Anti-Life Equation. Imagine a math problem so evil it can cancel free will. That's the Anti-Life Equation, the ultimate nightmare fuel from New Gods and Forever People stories. First name dropped in Forever People number 5 back in 1971. It's a formula, sometimes a creepy chant, sometimes pure numbers that convinces any mind that life is pointless, then hands the steering wheel to whoever recites it. Darkseid treats it like the holy grail of oppression, while Mother Boxes quietly hunt down fragments hiding inside unsuspecting humans. Like poor Sunny Sumo. Over the decades, writers have gone wild with it. In Jack Kirby's Tales, the equation lets you straight up dominate minds across galaxies. Jim Starlin's Cosmic Odyssey turns it into a sentient shadow creeping through entire worlds. Grant Morrison gets stylish, presenting it in Seven Soldiers' Mr. Miracle as a kind of person that viruses that spreads despair. Then later in Final Crisis as a planet-wide broadcast that locks humanity into Darkseid's grip and churns out his Justifier army. Other creators toss in extras like raising the dead, bending reality, or running a cosmic, mind-controlled network as seen in Orion. No matter the version, the anti-life equation stays the ultimate conversation ender. Once someone drops it, hope evaporates and free will checks out. It's basically math as tyranny. Number 2, life equation. What's the cosmic counterpunch to a formula that kills free will? Enter the life equation. a metaphysical recipe for creation itself. It first takes center stage in DC's New 52 era when Kyle Rayner, rocking his White Lantern status, drifts past the source wall during the Lights Out storyline and accidentally yanks the equation straight from the source. He comes back realizing that carrying raw existence in your back pocket is a terrible life choice. This isn't some feel-good slogan. The life equation can twist reality like clay, amp up White Lantern powers, and rewrite entire populations if you're reckless enough to try. Kyle demonstrates the danger by splitting its essence into 7 separate white rings, hoping to dodge corruption while still keeping the universe from unraveling. On top of that, the new gods smell opportunity. Highfather and Metron chase the equation through the Godhead arc, scheming to fuse every emotional spectrum ring into one mega weapon that could reset the multiverse and put Darkseid in permanent time out. Later Green Lantern runs, especially Robert Venditti's Life Equation arc, doubled down on its scale, treating it as a cosmic engine that can rebuild planets or rewrite minds with a single thought. If the anti-life equation is oppression's final word, the life equation is pure creation, turned up to 11, and whoever holds it basically holds the user manual for existence. Number 1, Element X. Ever wonder what kind of cosmic bling could power a god's iPhone? Meet Element X, the wild card of the DC universe. Jack Kirby first dropped this mysterious substance in New Gods number 7 back in 1972, calling it the X element. From the start, it was a big deal tied to the World Forge, and the tech that keeps New Genesis and Apocalypse running. Metron even cut shady deals to snag a piece because, of course, the universe's noisiest scientist wanted a taste. Himon and other New Gods inventors later used it to build mother boxes and father boxes, sneaking tiny sparks of its energy across the multiverse. Here's where it gets spicy. Element X is described as the purest metal of creation, a kind of reality fuel hiding in microscopic doses everywhere. It can be tuned by mind or magic, letting it twist matter, energy, even cause and effect itself. Mother boxes run on it, boom tombs open with it, and the Mobius chair basically surfs the source thanks to this glitter. Fast forward to Scott Snyder's Dark Knight's Metal, where heroes gear up in full 10th metal armor and forge weapons that could smack down Nightmare Batman. Death Metal doubles down, turning shards of this stuff into universe-saving reagents. So yeah, Element X isn't just shiny. It's the cheat code behind miracles, multiverse hacks, and the ultimate cosmic flair. That's it for this one. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and ring the bell so you never miss a drop. Craving more stories from comics, movies, and beyond? Check out this video right here. Cheers, and see you in the next one.